My name is Felix James Jones and I'm a co-director of Any Last Words.
It really just built from conversations that we had with older people about things which are important to them, and then it quite naturally became about the differences between the age groups and what our values are and what their values are.
I come from a heritage where you don't throw something away if it can be repaired. And it's homemade, home-painted and everything, and it's a seagull, I think. That I have that workshop because I like making things in wood and metal and other materials, and that's where I went yesterday to make the bow and arrow, which was like the one I used as a child. Fire it up into the air and it comes down and sticks in the ground, and I haven't done that since I was probably 14, so a long time ago.
John is somebody who, once you open that can, the worms come out, but each worm is like an absolute gem.
One of the most brilliant things about Exeter is the community that we have here. Forth Street is a real hub. Lots of people interested in art, so you get illustrators, musicians, theatre makers. So it's a really, rich environment to be in.
The biggest theme that's come up is the idea that it's now possible for us in our society to physically live very close to each other in the same area, the same community, often the same building, but actually not inhabit the same culture. I guess we think there has to be some way of addressing that for our age group, for our generation. We have to somehow find a way of utilising perhaps the values of the past and the essence of the things which were learned by previous generations, and then how do you apply them to the situations that we face today, which are very different from the situations that they faced.
The photographs show my father, my grandfathers, my grandmothers, my mother, and to make sure that my children understand who these people are, then I have been writing on the back. Dad in Trap, that Arthur and I rebuilt around the original axle and wheels.
Politics came into it quite a lot. We spoke a lot about NHS. Also, we've been talking a lot about Brexit, we've been talking about relationships, we've been talking about technology has come into it quite a lot actually. And I think that's where the sort of debate between the two of them can get quite heated, because that's a point when they definitely disagree on some points with technology.
Part of our process is examining lots of different issues from various different angles, see how they work. And then out of all the material that we've generated, we take what we think works, put it all together, and that will form the basis of the piece.
And I guess a lot of the show ends up circling back around the idea of conversations, actually very simple conversations and exchanges in various different forms between young and old.
She sat me down and sung this song with me just on her knee. Oh, ying dong, ying dong, ying dong, ying dong, ying dong, ying dong, ying dong.